October 1962. The world looked ordinary. Children walked to school. Families gathered around their televisions. The American flag moved gently in the autumn wind. But inside the White House, history was about to change. Because just 90 miles from Florida, the Soviet Union had placed nuclear missiles in Cuba. And for 13 days, the United States stood on the edge of nuclear war. It began with a U-2 spy plane. High above the clouds, an American pilot captured photographs that would shock Washington. Long shadows in the Cuban countryside, missile launch sites, ballistic weapons under construction, each one capable of striking Washington, New York, Chicago in minutes. When President John F. Kennedy saw the images, he understood immediately. This was no small threat. This was a countdown. Inside the Oval Office, meetings ran day and night. Military leaders demanded airstrikes. Some urged a full invasion of Cuba, destroy the missiles before they became operational. But others warned an attack on Cuba could trigger a Soviet response in Europe, and that response could become nuclear. One decision, millions of lives. Instead of bombing Cuba, Kennedy chose another path, a naval quarantine. American warships moved into position, forming a line across the Atlantic. Soviet ships carrying more missiles were already on their way. If those ships crossed the line, the United States was prepared to fire. The world held its breath. Then it almost happened. Near Cuba, an American destroyer detected a Soviet submarine beneath the surface. Warning depth charges were dropped. Inside that submarine, the Soviet captain believed war had begun, and on board was a nuclear torpedo. He gave the order to prepare for launch. One officer had to agree, just one. His name was Vasily Arkhipov. He refused. His decision in that dark, silent submarine may have saved the world. Back in Washington and Moscow, messages moved quietly between leaders. Finally, in agreement, the Soviet Union would remove its missiles from Cuba. The United States would promise not to invade. And secretly, America would remove its own missiles from Turkey. No explosions, no mushroom clouds, just restraint. For 13